Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the ESL ONE New York commentary shoutcast thing that I'm doing. Yup, that was a great intro. Good work, Baumi. But I don't know. This tournament is currently called ESL ONE at New York Super Week, which is kind of a weird name, but you know, that's fine. ESL ONE is always cool, and it's the only thing that's going on. So you may notice I haven't done a lot of shoutcasts, and I actually enjoy doing these. So that's a bit odd, right? Well, the reason for that is pretty simple. There was nothing to shoutcast. Let's go ahead and check this out really quick. So this is the ESL ONE at New York Super Week, right? This is the only tournament that has been played recently, or that has games in it that have been played recently. So 2nd September, 2nd September. Only these two sets though, nothing else, right? From teams that honestly, let's be completely frank, nobody cares about. Now, this is ordered by date of the last game. So we got the International, right? Then we got the ESL ONE. Then we got Non-Young Championships, which has nothing. No games here. And then we got the 2015 Rescuer MDL, which had the last game played on the 7th of June. Well, okay, it's not actually properly ordered, but here we go. We have got the 1st of August. We got, what is here? 5th of July. You may be able to tell, right, that there just isn't anything going on in competitive Dota at all. It's now starting back up, but for some reason, it's not really started up yet. I think this is kind of a long break, right? Like, it's now starting again, but oh well, whatever. I kind of stumbled over my words a little there, but you get the point. Let's just move on. So this is a game between two teams. One is called Sound Blaster Back-Tick, and then a little, I don't actually know what that is called, but one of those. And they're playing against SiG.Tr, which that's actually kind of a cool name, I guess. That one's a little silly. But Sound Blaster Back-Tick and SiG.Tr are of course not teams that we know of. Well, you may, but I don't, and I actually follow the scene quite a bit. So these are not big teams, but I would assume they're still pretty good, right? Now, the funny thing is, because the competitive scene has been dead for so long, this game has an insane amount of casters, actually. Like Toby, Van, Maelstrom, like there are some big names casting this game, and me. I know. But because there is nothing else, so we might as well do this, right? Yeah. But anyway. So, we got some picks, right? We got Bounty Hunter, Queen of Pain, The Shock, and Gyro Band. First, nothing surprising at all. And then we got Clockwork, Storm, Shadow Fiend, and Dragon Knight Band. Still nothing surprising at all. Yeah, that's total right now. Right, there are just some heroes that are much better than everybody else. If you go ahead and take a look at the competitive hero tier list. So there's this little thing that some people make that is called the competitive hero tier list. They make this once a month. It judges heroes based on how often they are picked, right? That's all it does. It just puts them into a list. This hero has 100% pick rate. This one has 90%. They're pick and ban rate, of course, not just pick rate, but pick and ban rate. And then it just kind of ranks them into tiers that way. And the competitive hero tier list for the last month, which was mostly just the International, right? So for the International and all competitive games since, which were like none, was the biggest top-heavy list we have seen so far. Dota right now, while I think it's very fun to watch, it's very exciting to play as well, it does have a bit of a problem of having some really strong heroes that just outclass everything else. And you can tell, right? If you just take a look at these bans, it's just like, yeah, I mean, these all kind of should be banned, right? And even though they're all banned, there's still heroes like Winter Wyvern and Lina that slip through. And Tusk. And Undying. No, actually, I think Undying is fine. I think Tusk is fine too. But Winter Wyvern and Lina are a bit silly. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing here. We'll see how this plays out. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the picks. We've got Earthshaker, Winter Wyvern, Phantom Lance, and Phoenix for back-tick so far. That's gonna be a Phantom Lance on the safe lane. Phoenix offlane, probably. So they're looking for a mid. Who is still available? Lina is picked. We got Shadowfiend, Lashrak, Storm, and Quap taken out of the pool. That's really the biggest chunk of common mid heroes. Oh, right. I was wrong. Yeah, I forgot about TA, but TA is now also taken out of the pool, so it's actually kind of starting to slim down on options. It almost seems like they have to pick somebody that's a little bit more tier 2-ish. Dragon Knight is taken out of it as well. Like, there really isn't a lot left, so that's gonna be a bit interesting. Because how many of those bands are actually on mid heroes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these bands are on mid heroes. That's actually crazy. Oh well. But yeah, I think Backtick needs a mid. Right, they currently have their off lane with the Phoenix. The Phantom Lancer is going to be safe lane with Wyvern. Maybe they're going to do a dual off lane with Phoenix and Earthshaker. I would be surprised by that. That doesn't seem like that strong of a lane. Usually you can off lane with Phoenix, definitely, but you do want to have somebody else that can fight if you're going to do a dual off lane, right? So somebody like an Undying is a great fit there. But you can't pick Undying because Signature has Undying. And talking about that, I also got Tusk, Lina, Rubik, and now Luna. So Luna is somebody that I personally think is really, really strong. Like, that's a powerful, powerful hero. And she should actually do pretty well against Phantom Lancer, right? I don't know. Actually, kind of two arguments to be made there, right? Her ultimate won't do much. It just won't. The illusions are going to soak up a lot of the damage. And that's a bit of a problem, because that's a pretty powerful ability. But at the same time, the glaives will clean out illusions, no problem. Like, she's gonna get a lot of damage in that entire, like, ball of illusions that the Phantom Lancer summons just through the glaives. Because some are gonna be bouncing back to the main hero, right? We're gonna be hit a lot, and it's actually quite scary. So she does have that option, but it's still gonna be a bit tricky. Now, on the other side, we have a Tinker. A Tinker, well, isn't that fascinating? Tinker, of all heroes, So, Tinker against Lina, I handily and easily give to Lina. I honestly don't see much a Tinker can do in that matchup. Now, at the same time, Tinker is a bit more of a late game orientated hero, right? Like, Tinker is somebody that's gonna farm up and gonna do pretty well if you give him some items. And they might actually work out for them, right? So we gotta take a look at this. Let's say Backtick wants to actually stall this out and take it to the late. In the late game, it's probably gonna end up being Phantom Lancer against Luna and Tinker against Lina, right? Those are gonna be the two big heroes available, or like the two big fights going on. Supporting cast, I think, is stronger for BT. Just because they do have the Winter Wyvern and the Earthshaker, both of which don't really fall off. Like, those are just strong, solid heroes that stay strong and solid. Especially the Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern is a bit silly at times. On the other side, we have Rubik, who also stays strong, and Tusk, who, although kind of falling off a little, he retains a lot of his versatility, right? He does still have strong disables, and the Snowball is still one of the best abilities in the game. So that's definitely an advantage. And nope, we're gonna see a smoke gank already coming out. I wonder what they're actually going for here. The Undying is carrying the wards, so it seems they want to go up here, ward this spot, and then rotate into the rune to maybe try to snatch a kill. Now, even though that's a good idea, it's not actually going to work out here, is it? Oh, they didn't actually ward this. Oh, well, I guess they're going to save that for later. Oh, there we go, okay. They're not going to find anybody. Phantom Lancer is hiding in the woods. Oh my god, they found him! He's got the doppelganger. He's gonna relocate right into the Luna. Do they have a stun? Snowball comes out. Lightstrike Array connects, but nothing else to follow up with. And it seems that BT is gonna be able to chase them off. Or maybe not. Loki? Gonna fall? No, Winter Wyvern keeps him alive. That's gonna be the end of it. So in the end, there's not really much that comes from this. A little bit of damage on BT. They did not come out ahead in that. Definitely not, but overall, I think that skirmish doesn't really matter that much, right? Like, you got a bit of regen from BT, right? You did some damage, and now they're gonna have to eat some tangos. At the same time, you used the smoke for it, so it's just kind of the same thing, right? And a few of you also had to eat it's just not a big deal. And I feel like that was pretty even. So both Lina and Tinker got their runes, and now we're gonna be looking at how this plays out. Because the Tinker's, generally speaking, somebody that I don't think can handle a Lina. Tinker doesn't have as much range, and that's really a big problem, right? Like, well, the heat-seeking missile, yes, definitely, that is something that can outrange the Lina, but honestly, that's kind of a silly argument, because it has huge range, like, it's ridiculous. It's just not the same kind of ability, though, right? The thing is, Dragon Slave is very spammable, and Dragon Slave deals a lot of damage early on and doesn't have that much of a mana cost. It's just like really high damage, spammable, long range ability, right? It hits people up to 1200 units away, which is kind of silly. Oh, okay, nothing coming from this. Yeah, they have this interesting dual offlane, which is actually pretty smart. But yeah, and the upside of it, the biggest upside of it, is you can harass the enemy while also pushing down the lane. So you sit in the mid and you just spam the Dragon Slave. You just spam it and spam it and spam it. And eventually the enemy hero has taken so much damage that they just can't stay in the lane. And now they can't get last hits. And now they can't do anything. And it's just kind of awful for them, honestly. So, yeah, it's a little awkward, and I'm doubtful. I'm not sure how much I believe in the Tinker now. At the same time, currently he's not doing too bad, right? He's gonna be behind on last hits. That's just something they accepted when they picked Tinker, right? Like, they didn't pick Tinker to win the mid lane. That's just not something he's gonna do. But, you know, maybe the late game is gonna be able to be well, you know, what they are looking for. Oh, and they trap out the Undying. He's actually out of mana, which is a pretty big deal. Tusk snowballs in. Okay, and we have the Mango used. Undying wanted to wait with that one because, you know, didn't want to waste the Mango and then die anyway, as just happened. Oh, the Courier! Can he get it? No. No. No, he cannot, and down goes the Tusk. So that's a double kill for the Dire. That's pretty solid. I mean, like, frankly, they haven't been doing well on this lane. Tusk is horribly out-farming them. 11 and 5 to now 3 last hits. It's just kind of sad. But they got 2 kills, right? That definitely helps. It kind of gets them back into this a little. Oh, and I think at this point it's become pretty obvious. Yeah, this mid lane is not working out for them. Lina is just applying too much pressure. It's just so difficult, right? I could say, of course, well, you know, you have the laser. You can use the laser to kind of stop her from right-clicking you. Yes, but laser doesn't have that much range, right? It has 550 cast range, which, by the way, I'm really impressed that it actually says that on the ability. A lot of abilities don't have that info. But only has 550 cast range. And that's not a lot, right? It just doesn't do anything. So, you can't close in on her to get that laser. You just can't hit her with it. I know it's a single target ability, but you can't hit it because you're not getting in. You're not getting close enough. And yeah, this is getting a problem. Oh, can she get that last attack? Oh, she really wanted it. She really wanted it. Kind of unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? Well, they both got their bottles now, but Lina's literally boots ahead. So, yeah. Meantime, top, we got a dive. Undying and Tusk are both going in deep. The Tombstone is already going to be taken down by the Phantom Lancer. Meantime, Undying taken on by the Phoenix after trading his life for the Winter Wyvern. Tusk wants the Phantom Lancer. He's going to get him. One swing of the blade cuts him down. And so it's going to end up being the Phoenix versus the Tusk up top. So that's actually a pretty good fight for the Bradian. Yeah, definitely. And by the way, a hero we haven't talked about at all. Phoenix. Horrible, horrible situation for him. One lasted. I'm not even sure he got that at the bottom. He doesn't have anything. Meantime, Lina takes down the mid. Laguna Blade online. Yeah. Pretty simple kill. But one lasted, and the Luna is just completely free farming, right? Like, the Phoenix does not apply any pressure on that lane whatsoever. He might as well not be there. And that is an issue. You can't have that. Kind of going for a weird skill build though. Wouldn't you want to max out the Fire Spirit? I don't play a lot of Phoenix, so I don't know, but I don't play a lot of Phoenix is maybe an understatement. I've played Phoenix like 3 times. I don't fucking know anything about that hero. But, oh, he misses the... Ah, no, that's bad. Okay, Snowball's gonna be coming out. Connects on Earthshaker and the Phantom Lancer. Tusk's not trying to retreat, and Undying gets the heal, but they're both out of mana and cooldowns. Tusk still has 1 spell left. Oh, there we go. Refreshes himself with the magic wand. Or magic stick, as it is right now. Phantom Lancer still going in. He's not giving up on this, but maybe he should. Maybe he should. Okay, so not much that's gonna come from that. Oh, god damn it. These guys are actually fighting a lot. I'm sorry. I missed that one. Oh, man. Well, I think we can all... No, look, let's just take a look. But we know what happened, right? Oh, there's a Phoenix. And now he's dead. Yeah, I don't know, man. What can you say? It's just not fair. The poor guy, he's getting completely run over. Luna, she is rushing lifesteal, it seems. So one thing I don't like about the what the Luna's doing right here is I would like for her to actually max out the Moonglaze at level 10, right? Oh, they find the Undying. Or maybe the Undying finds them. I'm not actually sure. Okay, we're gonna have a Soul Rip healing him up. Lena comes in, cleans up 2, cleans up 3. That's a triple kill. Oh man, she's getting out of hand. Lena is looking so solid. So I wonder if she's even gonna get boots or just straight up rushing the Yules, right? Securing some more kills. I personally always like getting boots. I like face boots a lot. You can, you know, it's just so nice to chase people down with. But I would understand skipping them here. I think that's fine, right? Just get yourself that Yules, start shooting some people. It's pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, as I said, I would love to see her just, you know, save the point. You don't need level 2 Lunar Blessing, right? And then later on you get the Moonglaive, max it out all at once. Start farming the jungle, which is currently getting stacked. And yeah, I don't know. But she got herself a creep. She seems to be... Oh, look at that! It's a little Charles. Aww. Aww, that's so cool. She's gonna be stacking the Ancients with that. Oh yeah, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty reasonable. Man, and this is getting scary, right? With the jungle starting to get stacked, she is currently just completely free farming. She might even find another kill down here, I'm not sure. But yeah, even though it might end up being a difficult matchup, right? I'm not sure whether or not this is an even matchup, Phantom Lancer and Luna, or somebody's favored. But let's just assume that Phantom Lancer was favored, right? I'm not sure if this is the case, but let's just assume, right? Then, even then, I feel like because she's so far ahead in terms of money, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. She's gonna be able to overwhelm him, no problem, no problem. And that's all gonna be good, right? So, I think he should be able to afford himself his Soul Ring. Yeah. So, what is the plan for the Dire? And what can they do? Well, I think the most important thing right now is to stack up the jungle, right? We already got one little stack here, but this should all be stacked, all of this, right? Because what are the supports currently doing? Look at this Earthshaker. Is he actually doing anything, or is he just sitting here? Right, like, the thing is, yes, he's trying to protect his mid. And, oh, they might actually find the Lena, but no, they won't, because... Oh, nice! Wait! No, Lena, you cancelled it, you idiot! Oh my god! Oh my god, the Lena! I was a little surprised by that. Okay, wait, let's take another look at that. Please, we need to take another look at this. Okay, look at exactly what happens. Earthshaker's level 3. He doesn't have the passive. He runs in, uses that. Lena thinks she got stunned. She didn't actually get stunned. They don't have a stun right here. They just don't have it. There's nothing. Tinker can't stun. Phoenix can't stun. Earthshaker can stun, but he already used the only one he had. And Enchant Totem doesn't actually stun, right? Like, that's something I feel like is kind of a misconception, right? Or it's not something people think about. But Enchant Totem doesn't stun. It doesn't. All Enchant Totem does is give him bonus damage. That is it. It does nothing else. Literally nothing else. The reason why it stuns is the passive. But he didn't have the passive yet because he's level 3 and he's maxing out the Fisher. So Lena thought she was stunned. So she started moving around to, you know, kind of try to maybe still get away. And ended up killing herself as a result. Oh man, that is so silly. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. You gotta keep your composure in that situation. You gotta just say, oh well, if I get stunned, then I get stunned. But if you don't get stunned, then you don't get stunned, man. You didn't get stunned. Goddamn idiot. Okay, so this stack is looking pretty good. Overall, that's something I would like to see a bit more of from these teams, right? Stacking. And yeah, the Tinker's not gonna stop working on this. Seems he's just rushing TP boots. I think that's the wrong play. I also think he should get his ultimate. So the reason for that is you should get the ultimate and you should get a soul ring because it allows you to farm these stacks quicker. Because right now all you can do is put down a march and then wait 35 seconds for another march, which is just bad. Right, that's just an awful way of farming. It's not like the march clears out the stacks anyway. Like for this, you're gonna need at least 2, right? At least 2, probably 3, just because of the mud golems. You could do that if you had a soul ring and your ultimate. You can't do that if you're rushing TP boots. I feel like this is definitely the wrong play, but you know, poor little guy isn't doing so well, and that can sometimes like just have an impact on your mentality. Oh, laser protects the Earthshaker. He only barely gets away, but he does get away. And Lena, she's just looking so scary. About to hit level 11, which is, of course, a pretty big deal. I don't know what that skill build is about. Level 2 Fiery Soul over level 3 Lightstrike Array. Did somebody do the math on that again and figured out that that's more damage? I don't know, I think that Lightstrike Array, like, it does increase the stun duration. You would want the additional stun, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong about that. No, I'm not. That's the first time I've seen this. You would want you want more Lightstrike Array. Like this, I'm not wrong about that. Okay. So Aluna's gonna start jungling now. Oh yeah, that's fine. I actually don't mind that too much. I think to really push their advantage right now, they can have the Luna just, you know, work her way through the jungle and have Undying with somebody that isn't doing too well. Which there aren't too many of those heroes on their side right now, right? But have the Rubik farm up his Blink Dagger at the bottom lane. It's not like the bottom lane is actually not under any pressure, right? It's kind of free. So if you just have the Rubik there, you know, get him some money, I feel like that would be a really nice way of going about it. And if you take a look at all of the like really high level competitive teams like EG and SiG.Tr and VG and whatever the hell, one thing you see across the board is that they all make sure their supports have money, right? You're never gonna find a hero that is just completely worthlessly poor. Except there are some outliers, right? There are some players that are, or some teams that actually do that just completely sacrifice one player, but it's rare. Usually you see a bit more of a spread in terms of money. Okay, Tinker running in. Okay, nice. See, they get one of them after losing the Winter Wyvern. Seems they're also going to get the Undying. Undying trying to turn it around, but that's unlikely to happen. Tinker still doesn't have his ultimate. Man. Well, at the very least he got his TP boots now, but without the ultimate that just doesn't do anything. Rubik in the meantime. God, the Tombstone is still standing there, and they're gonna... Oh my god, that was so close. But Lena comes in from the back. She finds one. They're gonna get the second. Lena's dropping though. If they get this kill, that might actually work out for them. Yes, they get it. Phoenix still looking pretty strong, and he gets the double kill. BT kind of making some ground back, and all of a sudden, Phoenix is leading their team in net worth. Oh my god, that guy got so much money out of this. Look at it. Look at that. 1200, 1300 gold, just like that. That is a little crazy, but yeah, that fight definitely worked out in BT's favor, and I'm sure they're quite happy about it. Meantime, the Winter Wyvern goes down to the Tusk again. Didn't even see when that happened. Tusk, by the way, now finishing up his mecha. Yeah, you know, you see a lot of that in the mecha on Tusk. one thing I don't like about it is that you tend to have a bit of like a mana issue with this hero anyway. But if you play carefully, right, like, and he does have a magic wand, you should be fine. I don't know. I personally tend to spam a lot, right? Like, it's not even just with Tusk, but with all of my heroes. So I like having regen available, and yeah, I don't know. If I were to go for a mecha, which I think is fine, I would accompany it with some mana boots. Meantime, at the bottom, Phantom Lancer finds the Rubik, Earthshaker running in, but they're all gonna get blown up. That's 3 down, and they barely gained anything from it. In fact, they actually did lose gold. Oh, that is really bad. Man, this is not going great for BT. They have moments where you can really see them do well, right? They have moments where it's just like, you can do this, right? Like there's a dream there. There's a feeling of power for a second. And then they do a thing like that, and they just all die, and it's pointless. And then I become sad again. Okay. Well, Luna now has her farming potential maximized. I hope. There we go. It took a little while. In terms of items, well, we are gonna see the usual. This is gonna end up being either Sanctioned Yasha or Manta. I personally think the Manta is much better here, so probably that. Afterwards, we will probably see a BKB and then go from there. Undying gets blown up. Tombstone is down though, and it's in a pretty good spot, so it's gonna do a lot. And yeah, they lose 1, they lose 2. They still have some heroes left in this, and Phantom Lancer takes down the Luna. And in fact, oh my god, they're actually fighting back big time. But the Tombstone, look at that, the Tombstone's just destroying the entire lineup. Down goes the Phoenix. Actually, the Phantom Lancer, and down goes the Phoenix as well. Oh my god, no, wait! Rubik, can you do this? No. No. The Phoenix cannot pull that off. Rubik takes it all. And that's actually crazy. Rubik comes in, cleans up. He's closing in on his Blink Dagger now. Wow, what a series of plays. Man, that's crazy. Jab's doing really well right now. Yeah, stealing the Supernova is of course big. And yeah, that was a nice fight. I would like to say that I feel BT still came out ahead. Because even though the trade of kills might have been in favor of SiG.Tr, whatever, of the Radiant, the way the kills were gotten definitely worked out in favor of BT, right? Because the Phantom Lancer was around for all of the big ones, right? He got all of that, and the Rubik, even though he did clean up in the end, it was still just a Rubik. Meantime, Tinker goes down again. That poor guy is just not doing well. I wonder what he's gonna go for from here. So usually you would go for, I don't know if the Dagon build is actually still what you would do, but I don't think Dagon build is gonna be that great here. Probably just the Yules, right? Like, get yourself a bit more resources and then rely on your spells, because your spells are actually pretty strong and you can get like a lot of marches spammed. You know, that's a lot of damage as well, right? You shoot some missiles, you spam some march. That's pretty good. You know, why doesn't the Aghanims for the heat-seeking missile make it so that they can hit people through the fog? Right? I don't know, it's a heat-seeking missile. Doesn't that make sense? Oh, that's just mean, man. Oh, the Glimmer came! That's pretty important actually, because Luna Ultimate has a long cooldown. Well, that's sweet. That's actually a tiny victory for BT, but they need those tiny victories, right? I mean, they're not gonna win a big team fight right now, but you know, they can take something like that and be happy with it. And that's gonna buy them a bit more time. And it's gonna buy them a bit more time to get the Phantom Lancer farmed, to get the Tinker farmed. The Phantom Lancer is struggling so hard, and yeah, honestly, Tinker is too. Still can't believe that Phoenix is actually leading the net worth. That is not Phoenix, by the way, that's Rubik. Using the ultimate one last time before he dies. Or before he loses it, I guess. That's kind of, like, you're no longer a Phoenix, you might as well be dead, let's be honest. You're dead inside, we all know it. Phantom Master comes in, throws down the lance. So one thing okay, so he's going for the aggressive build, right? Like with the power, with the TP boots and the drums and all of that. The thing is, I'm not sure if that's the right call here. Because that build is designed to be active, right? Like the idea of the aggressive build is you get to farm up and then be anywhere your team needs you to be and be in a fight. And then, you know, get a lot of damage done. But we're not talking about that at 20 minutes. It's more like around 14, 15 minutes where your team starts roaming around and, you know, looking for kills, and then you come in and help. At 20 minutes, you're supposed to close in on your defusal, if not have it. And he's just not looking that way, right? Like, that's just not the case here. He just has TP boots, and he can TP top, but is he really gonna gain anything from it? Well, there he is, but can he fight? No. No, he can't. Rubik gonna be slowed. He's got his Blink Dagger now, and Fisher connects with the Rubik again. They are looking for him, and they will take him down. Urshik in the meantime, looking for the Lina. She's dropping, and the Winter Wyvern's blast, Splinter blast, takes him down. Undying, likely just gonna be able to retreat. But yeah, I don't know if that's maybe a bit too greedy, right? But I suppose it did work out in the end. They got 2 rather big kills, and well, he's catching up. And Phantom Lancer, if caught up, is one of the scariest heroes in the game. Like, he's completely overwhelming. So that's, I guess, pretty good. Though right now he's being greedy. I don't think they've got... Well, actually no, they do have vision, right? Yeah, they know. And they know that this is happening too. Yep. Phantom Lancer is still pushing top. I feel like he should TP back and heal up so they can do something about this Roshan. This seems really safe for SiG.Tr. And it is. They're just gonna take it. Winter Wyvern is coming in. They are aware of this though. Meantime, we lose the Phantom Lancer. No. Still alive for the time being. Wyvern comes in. He steals the Roshan. That's pretty good. They get Roshan. They don't get the edges, but you know, that's still a lot of money for them. Undying. Oh man, it's such a split up fight. The missiles are flying. They won't get anything though. Pretty close on the Undying, but not enough. And the Luna straight up into the Satanic. Okay. So I don't like that. The thing is, Satanic is not a bad item on Luna, right? But it's not gonna make her more powerful in the regard that, you know, she's gonna be able to fight, you know, scarier, if that makes any sense, right? She's like, she hurts decently, but it's not really the kind of power that you're looking for. Like right now, you should be able to just destroy the enemy base, run in and like overwhelm them from start to finish. There we go, they take the Phoenix. Phantom Lancer, in the meantime, is actually kind of looking to maybe turn us around a little. It's dropping. Winter Wyvern being ridiculous though. I still get him. Undying finishes off the Phantom Lancer, and now Winter Wyvern next in line. Rubik steals the ultimate. God, that guy is really nice. Very, very good play right there. But they take down the Luna. Undying might be next in line. Phantom Lancer with the buyback is now coming in. I don't think he can do it. He doesn't hurt enough. And Rubik just kind of camping it out. So, as I was about to say, the big problem with going for the big lifesteal, you don't become a bigger threat, right? You just become a more sturdy threat. But you don't become more scary as in you deal more damage. You are like more pressing of a matter to deal with. On top of that, your lifesteal won't actually do that much. You can't lifesteal off illusions. It doesn't work. So, yeah, Satanic is usually a really powerful item. But right here, I don't feel you want to rely on lifesteal, right? Like the illusions. What if you attack an illusion? Right? What if you don't know which Phantom Lancer is the real one? What do you do then? Do you just spend like 5 attacks, 5 big lifesteal attacks, figuring out which one is the real one. Nah, it's probably not the smartest plan, right? Doesn't really make you farm faster because it doesn't really give you a lot of damage. It's just a very defensive item in a situation where I don't think she needs to be that defensive. And if she wants to be defensive, which I suppose is fine, that defensiveness should come from a BKB. And honestly, that BKB should be enough, right? And it actually seems that's what she's going for now. So the Luna is going to get a BKB on top of the Satanic at this point. And the BKB is just going to be... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought my cat was attacking my headphones again. But the BKB is gonna be enough in terms of survivability, right? Like, that's enough. You don't need more than the BKB. So what are you buying more for? Like, what is the point? Where are you gonna take it? What you gonna do with it? Well, nothing. So the Satanic is gonna be sitting in your inventory. It's not gonna help you stack. It's not gonna help you fight. It's not gonna help you survive because the BKB already does a splendid job at doing so. And honestly, at the point where the BKB can't keep you alive, the Satanic won't either. I don't like it, man. I think that's the wrong call. I think she should have gone for something more along the lines of, you know, finishing up the Manta Store. Just like... Actually, no. What I personally would have liked to see is, instead of finishing up the going for a Satanic, right? You get a BKB, you go into the Manta Star, you go into a Butterfly. That should make you really, really scary, really powerful, a huge threat that they need to deal with, right? And then you can always finish up the Satanic later, and you're gonna be okay. But I suppose it's too late now, right? What's the point there? Lena gets herself another kill. She's now kind of spotted out a little, but maybe actually the Phoenix is. It's taking a lot of damage and down he goes. Poor little guy. Not much he can do about that. I mean, yeah, I suppose he could have not dived. Oh, meantime, actually got even more of a fight going on. Tinker goes down, and now the task, looking at the Earthshaker, gets him. That's 4 down. That's almost an entire team wipe. Buyback from the Phoenix. Winter Wyvern can also buy back, but that's it. Phantom Lancer is around. Now, Phantom Lancer does have his diffusal, finally, which is nice. That's actually a pretty big deal. Winter Wyvern buys back too. Okay, so we got the Splinter Blast. We also got the ultimate available. What is it called? Winter's Curse, yeah. And it seems that's actually going to be enough to chase off the Radiant. Okay, BKB is done now. So, you're gonna see that while the BKB is active, she's actually kind of invincible. Right? She just can't do much. She just can't... And they just can't do much against her, right? And... what is the Satanic? Whatever, let's move on. I don't want to keep harping on about that. Oh, Alina. She got her Agnes, got a Blink Dagger. It's not too common anymore. A lot of people these days don't go for the Blink Dagger. It's not necessary. You don't need it. Like, honestly, with boots and yours, you're fast enough. You can't just throw people into the air. No need to blink in for it. But Blink Dagger is still good. Thank you. It's one of those items that's barely ever gonna be bad. Undying sitting on his Solar Crest and Gem of True Sight. Rubik, of course, Blink, working towards an Aghanim's Tusk. Seems to be an Assault Curse after the Blink and Mecha. Okay, that's fine. Earthshaker got Blink. Winter Wyvern, Glimmer Cape, we saw that already, yeah. Phoenix. He's working on a Shiva, I assume. Got himself a Hand of Midas, which is actually kind of cool. Like, if this game lasts long enough, then Hand of Midas is going to pay off big time. And Phantom Lance, of course, he's now getting his Yasha. I mean, he's pretty close to it. So, should be okay. Nice TP though, like, he definitely saw that one coming. It's pretty neat. I don't know, it was good game sense right there. But yeah, he's looking for the Yasha next. Probably the Manta Star afterwards, maybe the Heart. The Skadi is actually pretty popular these days. Yeah, I suppose that would be fine. I wouldn't mind a Skadi. I wonder if the Radiant's looking to push. I mean, they're ahead by a lot. Like, that's a ton. But they seem to still hold back a little. They're just a tiny... I wouldn't say they're scared. They're just respectful. Like, they know what a Phantom Lancer can do to you, right? And what an Earthshaker can do to you. So... Oh, stuns coming out. Phantom Lancer taking a lot of damage. That Fisher, wow, that barely connected. Nina, she's gonna be chased back by the illusions. Should be fine in the end. But yeah, this game is currently at a stalemate. Nothing is happening, but the thing is, while nothing is happening, I feel like the Radiant is still just pushing the advantage, right? If you take a look at the map positioning, you can see where's the Lina, right? Like, where's the Rubik? They are all pushed up so deep, while this jungle is all available for the Radiant. This jungle is all available. And I missed the kill, again. Oh man, I'm sorry. But yeah. Like, that's just kind of the thing right now. Radiant is... They are in complete map control, right? Like, the Radiant is winning by a ton, and it's just gonna get worse, honestly. Okay, we're gonna see straight butterfly coming out from the Luna. I still think Manchester would be nice. I don't really see any reason to not get Manchester. I guess Earthshaker, but fuck that. You can't just get a Manta Star anyway. I don't think Earthshaker is enough of a reason to not buy a Manta Star. Oh well. Oh, god damn it. Oh wait, that's actually a really big kill. What the fuck happened? Well, okay, that wasn't particularly interesting now, was it? Well, that's big. That's actually a huge deal. Luna goes down though. What the fuck is going on right now? Well, Tusk gets the blink out. Gets out entirely. Tinker's still trying to keep them away. Got himself mana boots and mecha. You do realize there's very little point to this. Seems he's going for Guardian Grease. I sincerely hope he realizes that refreshing Guardian Grease doesn't mean you get to heal twice. Because that's not how it works. It's just not it. I don't know, man. It's a bit silly. Oh, Wyvern goes down again. Lina cleans that one up. Yeah, that's just the problem with this hero. Right, like once you are ahead with Alina, she just keeps jumping in and blasting you for 1000 pure damage. And it's just like, well, you know, I would like to, you know, become strong enough to a point where I can tank that, but I don't think that's possible. Mostly because I keep getting blasted for 1000 damage. I mean, how am I supposed to farm like this if I keep getting blasted by 1000 damage? It's just stupid. But yeah, Guardian Grease are done now. I sincerely hope that... Yes, you can... Okay. Yes, you refresh your mana. Great work. Yeah, you can't heal twice with that. Did he really just get those for the mana refresh? Wait. Well, that's interesting. That's a big investment for some mana. That is too big of an investment for some mana. Well, at the same time, like this way he guarantees that he gets the Guardian Grease on everybody on his team. Like that effect is gonna be hitting everybody, no exception. So the reason why I'm not a big fan of this is, of course, you can only get hit by Guardian Grease once every few seconds, right? Like it's like a minute. How long is it? But you have this debuff on you, the Guardian Grease healing cooldown. Cannot get healed by them again until that is done. But maybe he did just get it for the mana, because unlike mana boots, you can actually refresh the Guardian Grease, which does give him quite a bit of sustainability that he wouldn't otherwise have. Which is an interesting thought. Okay, Luna's just running in right here. She got an Aegis again. Phoenix dives in. Well, she's dropping pretty low. I guess that's where the Satanic is gonna come in handy. Oh man, Lina just takes another kill. Where did she? Just in the base. Oh shit, I guess Laguna Blade. Man, that's just mean. No, she's standing. Standing somewhere, getting hit in. Yeah, there we go. Satanic used. Luna just heals up on the creep wave and is now gonna take down the barracks. I guess the spamming is actually kind of keeping them away. And Mr. Jabs falling low. Does the Icarus dive though? Luna is holding her ground, activates the ultimate. BKB also used, so she won't be able to get the Phoenix Egg on her own. Rubik standing in the middle. Oh my god, he gets the egg again. Oh no, this is actually really bad. They can't do this in time, can they? No, they can't. Down goes the Winter Wyvern. Rubik gonna pay for it with his life, but they get Tinker as well. Tinker, Winter Wyvern. It's gonna be the death for the Phantom Nuts as well. 3 buybacks, 4 buybacks. Holy hell. They are giving up on this one. Hot-headed, trying to run out. He's slowed up by the Winter Wyvern. But luckily the Tinker is gonna be kept in place by this Tombstone zombies. I still lose the barracks and I use 4 buybacks. Oh man, that's really bad. Man, 4 buybacks. I don't know if all of those were necessary. I feel like 1 or maybe 2 would have done it. Yeah, you can buy back 4 times, but you never you never slow down to think if you should. Man, that's silly. Okay, I guess they are kind of committed to this now. The next time a fight like this happens, they lose. They don't have anything available. They don't have any buybacks. And even if they had buybacks, I'm pretty certain they wouldn't have the money for it. Because they can't farm right now, and well, buyback is pretty expensive. Okay, butterflies down on the Luna. Yeah, and you see this? You see this movement? They're just all looking to break into the bottom. Like, they want this right here. And that's good. That's what you should be doing now. Because there's no reason for you to wait, right? You saw what happened in the last fight. You saw 4 people buy back. Like, that is the point where you just say, well, let's go win. Pack up, boys. We're done here. Smoke up. Oh, they're actually looking for another gank. Oh, they can definitely do that. With the refresher now down on the Lina. Oh man, that's mean. Blink in refresher. Holy shit. Double Laguna Blade. Nah, man. Nah, I'm not sure if that's okay. That might be too mean. Well, oh, they find the Lancer. Laguna Blade him down. And that's it. That's game. Can't buy back. 90 seconds on his death. There's no way. They just can't make this happen. Now, there's one advantage that the Dire currently has, and that's the lanes are pretty pushed back. Phoenix knows this. Look at him diving deep, but he's dead now. Activates the egg, but that won't matter. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Gotta be more careful. I feel like the Radiant played this out really well though. Especially those last few fights were kind of great. Like, they did that well. They just got what they came for, right? And I know that sounds silly, but they had a plan, they had a strategy, and they just walked in and took it. And that's actually pretty impressive, I think. Okay. Lena kind of diving a bit deep right now. Gonna hand it off to the Luna. Down goes the tower. She's just working on the barracks. Lena goes in. Gets the second Laguna Blade on somebody. And yeah, that's a team vibe, and that's gonna be the call. There we go. Well, that was an okay game. But seeing as it is literally the best one available, I'll take it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And, well, I'm hoping to get back into the groove of casting. Like, don't worry, next one is gonna be better. I know this one wasn't great, but I haven't done it in a little while, so give me a bit. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow.